I do not want my video to turn the music off. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Welcome to Tish Talk. All right. Thank you for joining in this frequency of Tish Talk. Hello, family. Welcome to each and every one of you whenever you see this video. Day ones, twos, threes, and fours. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you all. And I hope you are enjoying your holiday season. Everything here on this video is alleged and for entertainment purposes only and educational purposes. The Fair Act use is in effect and in the description box. The copyright disclaimer under Section 107, 108 of the U.S. Copyright Act of 1976 allows this video for fair use and for purposes. Okay, you will see that there. I am doing private readings, and you can DM me on my IG. That will be also in the description box for more information on that. Having been said, I'm sure y'all done already heard about the situation ship with everything here is alleged for entertainment purposes only, some is not. Um, Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. Now, the last time I did a video on this, the energetic reading, within the last, what was it, 2 weeks ago, somebody flagged my video, recorded me, and had the video pulled down. I had to post it right back up um, before I realized that when I did, yes, I did an appeal and I won the appeal. I don't even know why the video was pulled down, but they pulled it down in like 85% of the US, whatever, my territory areas. Anyway, so there's some people that, here's my thing. Even if I am a Cardi B fan, which I am, truth is true. That go for you, me, the pulpit to the back door. I'm a person that stands on the truth. Even if it's me, I stand on the truth. Okay? I'm just like that. So yes, I am a fan, but it don't negate what I am being shown. It does not negate what the lick reads. It does not negate the truth. Okay, but they had my video pulled down, and everything that I said what I said, and guess what? It came to pass. Okay, I will post that video here if y'all want to watch it, but y'all saw what I said about Cardi B, and y'all do see that she was alone on Christmas, and I'm going to leave it like that. Then, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. She posted, what was it that she posted? Something about why can't the ghetto always seem to find me or whatever. But anyways, she wasn't that happy about him not being there. All I'm going to say, and I'm going to say it, hey, if it works for you, it works for you. You know, the ghetto seems to find you. Well, you didn't have to bring it home and try to house it and try to make it be your end all be all. Like, really, you didn't have to do that. But, hey, it is what it is. And I'm going to just leave that at that because every time I say something, they try to, all the Cardi B fans try to pull my videos down. Okay. But you can see that what I told y'all, and it happened just like I told y'all. Okay. And there's some more stuff I've been saying and it just happens the same way that I say it. Okay, but yeah, I have this here timestamp that even this thing with Porsha, I had a video, I did a reading about Porsha, and everything that I saw from several weeks ago is coming to pass. I'm glad I have the date of when I set up here and emailed it to myself because that is coming to pass too. Okay, so this won't be a long reading, but we're going to get into Portia and Patrice, the new girlfriend, and a little energy check-in on Stefon. All right. So Stefon's read was done on December the 18th. Stefon Diggs, what are you hiding? Okay. And y'all can see the date right there. So I do have this timestamp. December the 18th. Y'all see that? That's the whole read right there. All the tarot cards I pulled and everything. And then, interestingly enough, Portia, where's Portia? That one also has ah, the date on it, December. Yep, December the 18th. Portia, will this last? See that? Because I don't know, y'all. I thought I saw something about the girl and her, bickering about something, and Patrice saying that Portia is around here cheating and giving people ST, and I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay. So I'll just tell y'all what the lit read. Why is my TV so small? Because that's the one I want up right now. And why you worried about what? And maybe I don't want a big TV in here. I got big TVs in my house. And so, you know what? You're just gonna be a hater, and I'm gonna just get you off of this channel. How about that? We're gonna put you. We're just going to hide you from this channel altogether. How about that? Now, why are you gone? How about that? All right. We're here for the reading, not the TV. All right. So anyway, so let's get to that. Why are you so ignorant? All right. All right. So, um, Portia. Will this last? I guess we'll start with her. Um, it's definitely not all what it's cracked up to be. I did channel that. Also, I immediately channeled experiment. Um, Now, I did see in a vision that Portia hangs out with and makes out with, and that's her prerogative. Everything here is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. All right, nothing is real. It's all alleged, and the fair act uses in effect. I did see that she makes out with girls. She had been before she got into this relationship with Patrice. She did this little, I think it was with multiple women, even at times, okay, like an orgy type situation. Isn't that what they call a situation where it's more than one person? So she gets together with multiples, like multiple women, and they make out, okay? That's what she was doing, is what I was shown prior to her getting with Patrice, okay? And then I was channeling the song by Drake, Girls Want Girls by Drake. Okay. However, Spirit referred to this relationship as an experiment, which is very concerning to me. I did channel that it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Maybe she found out after she got into it. Okay. Also, the rune that was pulled and that I was led to was this one. Y'all see that? Looks kind of like an S. Okay. Or should I do that? All right. I don't know how to get it to look right for you guys because it really looks like this. Okay, but anyway, it's called Sowilo. I hope I'm saying that right. The Sowilo. It represents wholeness, vitality, and the energy of the sun. Now, listen to this. This rune stands for wholeness. So, for that which our body needs, it's something that she basically felt like she needed at the time. It's something that she wanted to do at that time. It's like she needed it at that time. All right. All right. So the body needs it, is what it's saying for wholeness. Like if you've been incomplete, if you've had two unsuccessful marriages, which Portia has had, y'all know Portia from Atlanta Housewives, and she's been on the Breakfast Club. If you've had two or three unsuccessful marriages or whatever, not that it was her fault because that's not what I'm saying. It just didn't work out, and everything is a building experience. Experiential knowledge is what we gain from situations that don't work out. Yeah. Um, when that happens, and people have found themselves in situations wherein they're not making it in these relationships with the opposite sex, sometimes it will make them want to go and experiment with the same sex. So I believe that based on the room that was pulled, that's basically what Portia did. Okay. It embodies the impulse for self knowledge, it says, for this one here, as a great power rune. It shows that the life force can be available for you and that there is a time for recharge and regenerate again. Here again, a warning of being too cocky. Meditate on Christ's words. I can do nothing of myself. From our own strength, we cannot do anything. All right. This rune stands for wholeness, so for that which our body needs. So obviously, it was something that she felt that she needed to do. All right, is something that her body needed, all right, and maybe just her mind and just that she needed as a person because she had, opposite sex failed relationships. So I believe that she wanted to experiment because that's the word that I downloaded that was given to me, and that basically she was using this as an experiential type thing. So that alone just tells me that I don't see them being like fully in love. I see it more as being an experiment because that's what the word that I was given. Okay. Portia, will this last though? Okay. So this tarot spread that of the cards that were pulled from December the 18th for this new relationship with Portia and Patrice shows a strong, exciting emotional start. So it started out pretty strong. Ace of Cups and Page of Wands built on solid groundwork, Three of Pentacles, but facing major sudden upheaval. So some type of upheaval because the Tower card was pulled is going to come to pass. That is going to force a pause and a new perspective with the Hanged Man that was pulled after that, indicating a potential crisis or breakthrough challenging the initial foundation, requiring patience and letting go to transform the situation. Okay, now breaking these cards down with the Ace of Cups at the start, new love, deep emotional connection, a fresh start, or a significant new feeling blossoming. Three of Pentacles, foundation, building, collaboration, shared skills, building something together, teamwork, recognition of effort. And then the hangman came after that. Okay, putting in a challenge or a pause of some sort is underway. Unnecessary pause, sacrifice, seeing things from a new angle, surrendering, control, waiting. Page of Wands, action, message, exciting new ideas, passionate spark, a message or adventure arriving and exploration. The Tower outcome, major event, sudden shock, breakdown of old structures, crisis, revelation, force, change, and cleansing, as well as destruction. So they're going to start off, which they have, seems like, with amazing potential and teamwork, but a sudden disruptive event or tower is going to likely force the relationship to kind of stop and reevaluate and let go of something, or maybe let go altogether with the hangman that was pulled next, ultimately leading to a new, perhaps unexpected direction, Page of Wands, but it's a rocky path with potential for deep transformation. Don't rush, but embrace the shift. Okay, so with that particular spread that was pulled, I don't know if they're going to make it long term, or maybe they're going to just put on an image and act like they're making it, and maybe they won't be making it at all. So we'll see what happens, but it does look like perhaps it will be a start, then a stop. All right. And this was dated from December the 18th. Y'all can check the date right there, December 18th. Okay. Now let's go into the next read, which was Stefon the X. I think that's why y'all here. Y'all probably want to hear about Stefon. Child, I don't need no visions because I done said enough about Stefon and Cardi, and I said what I said. And it doesn't mean that I'm not a fan of Cardi's. It just means that I can see through some of this with him. I mean, really, he's not that much better than the situation that she just left. The only thing different really is probably the money. But as far as hoism, he might be worse. Or is he hiding something? Like, is he hiding some Tamborina type stuff? Like, I don't know. Because there were some allegations with some young men coming out and saying that, Stefan has a type and it's more of a light-skinned man type. And he might be. Like, because who wants to go and just start having all these multiple newborn babies with all these diverse women at the same damn time? Like, it ain't even, like logically cerebral, like thinking. Like, why would he do that? Like, who does that? Like, is he trying to cover up something? Do y'all think he's trying to cover up something? The fact that he goes in the up, the same, mm, that he really has a preference for same-sex relationships. Maybe that's what it is. What y'all think? That's what I'm thinking that maybe he is, or he could just be bi because a lot of people are. And I know that Cardi does engage herself, and I'm not knocking them for what they want to do because that's their body and they can do what they want to do. But I don't really feel that Cardi was particularly happy about the whole scenario because, and what she should have done is not tweeted or whatever. She put the statement out there to let people know that's right. He's using women as cover up. Yeah. And so that was the question that I wanted to know. So I did a reading about it, and I really want to share the reading and what the results were. But she did this little post talking about the ghetto seems to find me or whatever, something like that. But here's the thing, like you didn't have to go and get it and bring it home. Like you should have just slowed your roll and then you wouldn't be in this situation. And if anything, like why you letting the whole world know that they got one up or two ups or three or four baby mama ups on you and that they making you feel some type of way. And he was that before you got with him, but I guess you thought you was gonna change him. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm just gonna lay the facts down and what was pulled up in the reading because hey, it's not my life and it's not my business and I could care less because I don't have to deal with it. That's her and she got to live with it and her newborn baby and the other babies as well. Okay. So, Stefon Diggs, what are you hiding? Okay. The oracle cards that were pulled were chained, brick wall, snack. I wish I could show y'all these cards and turret, snack card. So he has an appetite. He has an appetite, and he has an appetite. He got some appetite, or is he, masking something with all of these appetites? Okay, brick wall, chained. There's something that he's probably covering up from just listening to these words. Chain, the chain card came up. So he's bound by something, the brick wall, because he's getting nowhere, but just doing stuff, possibly to cover up something. Snack and turned. So he really want to get turned up. And maybe with this brick wall, maybe is representation of that it's he's tired, hitting a brick wall because, you just find yourself doing the same thing and you just basically covering up something and you're still not happy. So it's like a brick wall that you're hitting. You're getting nowhere. And the turn card is because he's possibly trying to suppress his real emotions, feelings, or desires. All right. And it'll make you really want to get turned up even more if you're trying to suppress something. Okay. Are the baby mamas, the new baby mothers, multiple pregnancies a cover up? Who does that? Or are you just snack friendly, Stefan, versus a complete cover up with a down low or preference of men cover up agenda based to mask the fact that you prefer the same sex attraction? All right. The Five of Swords was the first card that was pulled. This often relates to conflict, tension, dishonesty, and potential hidden agendas. Then the devil card was pulled, can suggest bondage, illusion, secrecy, being trapped, or issues with temptation and desires. The Page of Wands also was pulled, represents new enthusiasm, news, or messages, often relating to passion or creative pursuits. Like, I'll get everybody pregnant at one time while these allegations are coming out against me. Could be a nice PR move, but they're not so smart because it is so not cool to have different baby mamas in different states. And, there's harsh and, hurt feelings when you have these different households with children that want to be and see their father. And you're not going to be with probably none of them. So it really has an impact on the children, are the ones that are going to be really, really hurt in the long run. And it winds up and hurts the parents as well. But hey, if he likes it, whatever. Ace of Cups signifies a new emotional beginning, love potential for deep connection and emotional fulfillment. Then the Moon card, that means it's another card associated with deception, confusion, something being hidden, of course, and intuition. Um, with all of that being said, this suggests deceptive secrecy, unhealthy attachments, and deep conflict in a relationship, which frequently indicates infidelity or significant trust issues, which should not be a surprise. This card, the Five of Swords, it really indicates betrayal, conflict, winning at all costs, where one person's gain comes at the expense of others. And that is basically what's happening because he could be trying to hide, what's going on with the DL and the allegations. Oh my God. at the expense of others, at the expense of baby mamas, at the expense of new children being in the situation, being pulled in a situation that they didn't ask to be in, but whatever. All right. In a cheating context, it often points to underhanded behaviors, a lack of honest communication, and painful love triangles. The devil card speaks to bondage, addictions, temptation, and an unholy alliance. It can symbolize being trapped in an unhealthy situation, intense lust or physical attraction without emotional connection, codependency, and prioritizing selfish desires over true well being. It strongly implies being controlled by lower impulses or feeling trapped in a cycle of deceit. Now, with the Page of Wands often represents new energy. However, in a reading focused on infidelity, it can suggest flirtation, a new love interest. I would say a wandering eye too, or someone with a wandering eye. There it is. It might point to the beginning of a new passionate but potentially short-term affair, or a person who is not yet ready for commitment and seeking excitement. Yeah, I can see that. Now, the Ace of Cups normally signifies a new emotional beginning of an overflow of love. However, with the combination of these cards that were pulled, especially with the surrounding cards, it could represent a new emotional attachment or connection forming outside of the primary relationship. The new love offered, and that's him, that is him all the way. The new love offered might be the temptation that the devil card is warning about, or a source of the hidden emotions represented by the moon, which was the next card that was pulled. Now, the moon, major arcana, is a classic indicator of secrets, illusion, deception, and something being hidden, signifying and suggesting that the full truth is not yet known or not yet really fully out. All right. And I don't know if Stefon is paying them people to keep, things under the wraps, because one minute I'll see a video wherein somebody is trying to blow the whistle and then it'll seem like they just stopped talking. So he probably paying them to shut the hell up, and then they shut up for a while until the next one comes out. But anyway, there is confusion, anxiety, and a lack of clarity surrounding the situation, possibly due to deliberate lies or refusal to face an uncomfortable truth. So, with that being said, all of these cards paint a picture of a relationship mirrored in conflict, betrayal, and hidden dynamics. There are strong indications of an unhealthy, possible, addictive, emotional, and or physical entanglement with a third party, or parties, should we say. The situation is shrouded in secrets and deception, leading to tension and a potential emotional loss for one or both partners. All right, so this is Tish Talk. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this channel, and thank you for being here. I hope you are enjoying your holiday season, and I will be back with more.